Okay, so setup looks alright, mate. Remember to get the shoulders and feet square, which they look, but obviously with the longer clubs, just make sure. And then just maybe double check these weight distribution balance points in your feet. Looks like we maybe a touch on our heels there. Just looks a little bit deep. Anyway, this is the little takeaway thing that's developed. Okay, so just a little outside the line there. Okay, just watch the forearms just separate, yeah. Okay, so I don't know where that's come from. I just got that's first point of call. Just got to get that sorted. And then from there, a lot of good stuff, mate. I mean, I know the backswing's not quite as high as you think or want. And we will keep working on getting it sort of more towards of that right shoulder, but it's much, much better. Change of direction, pretty good. Definitely a little bit of leg drive there. Club face looks in a good position. Swing plane good. And then from here, obviously that's our big move we're trying to get rid of now. Okay, but you are clearing. You are getting in better positions, but it's just from sort of halfway down. That's still good. Still okay. Knee flex is good. And then from here, there. So that's going to be the focus point. I do like where that club face is though. Definitely closing that club face earlier, which is very cool. Okay, and then I must say, I mean, obviously you are thinking about it and working on it a little bit, but this is definitely new here. We're doing red. This is definitely new angles here in the follow through, and that's a really good sign, mate. Okay, really, really good. So yeah, it's actually not bad at all, not bad at all. Not worried about the arm depth or backswing plane at this point. Just got to do a little bit of that takeaway, and then obviously this posture just pre and through impact. Okay, good stuff, my man. Hey, Matty, well done on your win. I know it was hard work, but well done, job done. I mean, obviously we don't know how the next guy's going to play with him, but I think you should find it easier to control what you want to. Um, so we'll talk a little bit about that. I have to disagree with what you're saying, but I think we need to start again. I think there's a lot of good stuff from that first bit of work we did. Setup looks good. Okay, much better. Distance from the ball, forward bend, knee flex, all looks much better. The control of that right leg and knee flex also looks quite good. The arm swing that we worked on, okay, probably a little flatter than what you feel, but it's definitely better than what we used to have. And most importantly, the face to plane is much better. Okay, I also have to say the sequencing is much better. You're not doing it correctly, I get that, but you're definitely trying to fire that hip in the correct sequence. So that's very, very good. So, funny old game this. I don't want to say stupid game, beautiful game. We love this game. We've developed a little bit of a takeaway thing there. I don't know if you picked that up. I don't know where that came from. It's almost like a trigger. We just got a little like press, handle press move, and the face is going just a little up and outside the line. And then you're getting a little bit of disconnection here, away from the torso. So I don't know where that came from. We're going to have to get rid of that straight away. A couple of easy ways you can do it. You need something that's quite high, so a twist stick is not going to work. A golf ball obviously works, but I prefer something bigger than that. So we've got to put something just outside the line. There, okay, from the side angle. Okay, literally just a few inches. Okay, literally just outside the toe. Okay, if you've got like a plank or something, I like that idea. Okay, something like that works nicely. But good for center striking and swing path as well. Get that thing really close to the toe. Now, if you press and take it, you're going to knock it over. Okay, and then we want to be able to take it on line. So we're not trying to take it inside. Take it on line, but not sort of press outside the line and disconnect. Okay? So we have to do a little bit of work there, unfortunately. Probably from 50 meters upwards, you're going to have to do it. So you can do it straight from your warm-up. All right. And then a couple of drills we're going to start off with. as I said, a lot of good stuff. Okay, we gotta focus here. Okay, so although you're trying to clear that, the angles are definitely out. So we've got a little bit of this going on. Okay, so it's hard to get to the ball, cover the ball, compress the ball from that position. And a lot of it is you're probably just getting it a little bit sclaffy as well. You know, it's hard to make those adjustments to find the middle of the face consistently. All right, so 2 drills we're going to start off with. Okay, the first one is what we call ball forward drill. Okay, so you can have another ball there as a reference point, but not necessarily you should know what your reference point is. So what have I got here? 8 iron. Okay, so maybe center or just forward of center. All right, but what I want is I want you to set up there. Okay, but I want the ball on the outside edge of your left foot, even though it's an 8 iron. Okay, now don't set up there. Now still set up where the normal ball would be. Okay, and you got to learn how to go and get that ball and still try and make solid contact. Okay, so it's not going to be amazing strikes and flights and whatever. It's a bit manipulated. But what we try to teach you, okay, is to go that way, a little forward and a little down, just to go and get that golf ball. So it's not a lunge. It might feel like a lunge, but it's not a lunge, as in it's not a lunge. Okay, but we just got to learn that move there. Okay, and now when we bring the ball position back, we'll be able to turn and compress that ball with the chest over the golf ball. But it's going to help us, okay, not make that move as well, because we're pressing, okay, instead of shifting and, early extending slightly, but it's more a loss of hip tilt as we are unwinding. Okay, obviously those exercises are going to help. All right, so ball forward drill. Okay, as we normally work, so do a little warm up, whatever. Maybe do 5 of those, 5 of your second drill, which I'll tell you now, and then 5 target practice where you're working on that takeaway. Okay, and then we're going to do what we call a straight-legged drill. Okay, now for now, do them sort of half swings or so, and start with the legs straight. So what we're going to do, we're going to straighten the legs and kind of push the bum backwards a little bit. So it's going to feel weird. Okay, so take a normal setup and then just push that back. Now you can see how my chest reacts. Okay, push your bum back, use your knee flex, and just hit something like that. Obviously, you can't hit full shots. You just hit something like that. Okay, just do it like that for now. What we're going to do next week is we're going to then, let's just do it like that for now. Rotate a bit better than I did. Okay, on the downswing. Okay, so normal setup there. Okay, more like that. Alright? Now, as weird and awful as that looks, if you slow that down on camera, what you are going to see, okay, some really good posture lines, a lot of space and leverage. Okay, anyway, so just start from there. Next week, we're going to now do a drill with a backswing and then moving into that strike position. So then we'll go sort of half backswing, straighten the legs, and half in from there. So something like that. Okay, and basically just trying to, it's wrong, okay, but it's a good way to learn where your balance points is, how your posture reacts. Okay, and basically it's the opposite of that. Okay, so we're going to learn to go there, and obviously we're going to learn to go in the right place. Okay, so just do that as your drills, 5 and 5, and then when you're doing your full swings, okay, just work on that takeaway. Okay, no pressing outside the line. If you need to think of it as a new trigger, then let me know. We can fiddle with a new couple of triggers and start from there. Okay, and then short game, what I want you to practice this week, okay, is a little chip and run with a hybrid. Okay, let's talk about it. You can do, so just, let's take 6 balls, drop them in a spot where we can putt through the fringe, okay, and then try 3 with your putting setup and 3 with your chipping setup. Okay, I prefer to chip them, so I prefer just to gently bounce the club and then just gently release it as well. It does come off the face quite hot, but it launches around about that 13, 12, 14 degrees. So it means on the fairway it misses that first piece of grass. So it's a little bit more predictable. And then obviously once it hits, it starts rolling. So it is prediction. But the face is hotter than a putter, so it does come off hotter. So you just got to learn. Right. Obviously you can use your sort of shouldery putting stroke. I always find when I do that I tend to get a little bit low on the face, so I just don't like it. I also don't like putting from off the green. I mentioned this before. If you practice it, fair enough, but obviously it didn't work today, so let's look at this shot anyway and start figuring it out. All right, so 3 of each from exactly the same spot with the hybrid. Okay, 1 with your chipping action, 3 with your chipping action, 3 with your putting action, and then we'll chat about which felt better. Don't go necessarily on result just yet, okay, but which one felt better to you, that you felt you could start to control the distance, okay, obviously by controlling the strike. Alright, so let me know how that goes, and that will be our work for the week. Okay, got some work to do, but I'm happy, and this is what we're going to push on. Alright, thank you my mates, I'll talk to you soon.